Hey now, can you guys hear me? I may be too loud. I may be way too loud. Let me see something. Guys, if I'm too loud, let me know. I'm just gonna check one thing real quick. Apologize, I reset my computer, so it may be cranking it. No, I should be fine. I should be sounding pretty good. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. Got a good show for you guys tonight. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. John Kyle Stanton, Saturn Video, Holiday Styles, how are you? Blu-ray Addict, how are you doing? Nuclear, how are you? Dylan Prell, how are you? Adrian James, how are you? TGB, how are you? Tape Rot Productions, how are you? Born to be Red, how are you? Says hit that like button. I could not agree more. I just couldn't, quite frankly. Justin Smith, Adrian James, Blu-ray Addict, Antonis, how are you? Witch Hunter, how are you? CR, how the hell are you? Eli Cortez, how are you? Katrina, how are you doing, Katrina? It's good to see you. David Semez, how you say this? I'm sorry. David Semezevek? Semisevek, right? Hello all, how are you doing? Good to see you, man. Austin, how are you? Z Pam. So good to see you. Bobby, how are you, Bobby? Tape Rot. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. It's really cooled down over here by me. The weather's really getting cool. Have a chill little show tonight. Let's get a little bit of music going in the background. Let's see. There we go. All right, guys. So check it out. Tonight's show, I have to get through some physical media unboxings. I want to show you guys some new stuff that I've got. We're going to look at some new stuff from the good folks over at MVD that I'm super excited about. This will be stuff that's coming out very soon. And as a thank you for spending your evening with me, I want to show you some of my best Elm Street collectibles. I want to give a shout out to Cuddly Joe Spinell hanging out with us tonight. And to my other side is Big Jason Voorhees. That's right, Like for Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't think I'm going to sell Spinell Holiday. I mean, would you sell him? Look at him. What are you talking about? Look at that. Cuddly Joe, man. So yesterday, guys, probably back in the early part of summer, me and the Dead Pit guys and Garrett, we all bought the Maniac 2 limited release from Severin. And that's a movie called The Last Horror Film, which is actually a good movie. I really liked it. It's much in the vein of Maniac. So there was a fake slipcover called Maniac 2. And if you bought the premiere bundle, it came with a Joe Spinell plushie from the movie. Death, life on his hands. And I guess this got delayed for that long. So we just now did it last night. We were supposed to do that video literally half a year ago. So Cuddly Joe's hanging out with us tonight. Like I said, guys, we're going to go through some physical media. I'll talk to you guys in the chat. We'll look at some Elm Street stuff, have a good time for a little while. We got a $10 super chat from John Kyle Stanton. Christian, I spoke with the casting director of Iron Hawk. You lost the part that Zac Efron had nothing to do with the six-pack. It's a hair thing. Funny you got it covered tonight. Iron Claw, right? Is that what you're talking about, Johnny? You want to know? Thank you. First of all, Johnny, thank you for the $10. Let me give you a little clip for your donation. I really appreciate that.
The best part of eating corn on the cob is when like shit sprays out of it and you hit somebody in the eye with the water.
Thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I am dying to see the Iron Claw. I have never been more excited about an A24 movie in my life. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything about the Iron Claw, but I'm going to say this to you now. You do not need to be a wrestling fan for this movie. The Von Erich family is the most tragic story in wrestling of all time. not because of wrestling matches. No, this is real life. More tragic than the Hart family. Or as tragic. I shouldn't say more. Death is death. But the Von Erich family is one of the most sad stories you'll ever see. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel in the family. So I'm dying to see this movie. The cast is incredible. It looks like they got the remaining Von Erich brother to really oversee the project and be involved. And I heard, because of a friend of mine, Akeem, who worked on the film, they held nothing back. They held nothing back. So I am literally at the edge of my seat to see this movie. I've even got Sydney excited to see it. So I'm dying to see it. It's gonna be something else. The Von Erichs had such an insane story. Looking forward to this. The Von Erichs are a train wreck. They were. There's a Dark Side of the Ring episode you could see that told a pretty good, Your room is impressive, Christian. Thank you. Well, the Joe Spinell really ties it together. Hey, Christian, have you seen the Return of the Living Dead half-corpse statue from a company called Super Cool Collective? Just ordered mine today. Dude, if you got Instagram, message me a picture of it. I got to see what it looks like. I'm excited for The Killer 2, Z-Pam. Iron Claw is my most anticipated movie, to be honest. I agree, Garrett. It's no question. No question in my mind. John Kyle with another $5 super chat. Iron Claw Ric Flair. Thank you, Johnny. Here you go. Here's one with Brandon Dance. Somebody mentioned Brandon Dance on the couch.
It's always been Creepshow 2. One that we have is great value. So Creepshow 2 also, to me, just feels like that perfect 80s time capsule. You know what I mean? Like with the Firebird and the second sequence and all that stuff. The one that we have is great value, so it's a Walmart brand. It'll flip your lunch tray.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you. You're the man. Dave, how are you? Yes, they are. When I was a kid, my grandma loved the Von Erichs. I watched the Annie story on it. Yeah, it's coming, Katrina. I'd be ready. It's going to be the best movie I've seen in years. I already know it. Where can I buy a Jason bust like behind you? Oh, that is the Devil's Latex. The Devil's Latex. Look him up on Instagram. I'm watching 84 Tom Selleck. Runaway. Oh, yeah. Great movie. Runaway's great. All right, yeah. Sorry I'm late here. Just finished watching The Killer. Awesome. Well, listen, guys, let's get started with the pickups. I'm not going to be super, super long tonight. I've got videos to film tonight. I've got some cool Elm Street stuff I want to show you guys. We're going to go through my movies. Let's look at the pickups that I have opened up. The first one we got right here, guys, is Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Dan Aykroyd is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated 80s comedians of all time. I think he gets his due, but if you look at his movies, I don't think anybody has like the character range that Dan had. Dan is one of my all-time favorites. He's my favorite Ghostbuster, which may be sacrilege to people. My remote just fell. It creeped me out. Maybe sacrilege to people. Jamie Lee's in this movie, and she is looking smoking on the back of that. Eddie Murphy. What needs to be said about Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy's one of the greatest of all time. But this was a good-looking 4K, and I forgot John Landis directed this. It's really interesting how Landis just seemingly like kept working without any trouble. I mean, he was found innocent. He was found innocent with that whole debacle, the tragedy, not debacle, but the tragedy of the Twilight Zone movie. And while I agree, he didn't cause what happened on purpose, of course. It was just a horrible incident. But it's just interesting that Hollywood just like continued to use him. Like in today's world, you guys know just as well as I do, he would never work again. It's just crazy, No judgment. It is what it is. It's just, it fascinates me that I didn't even like know about it till years later. But then again, I just now saw the Twilight Zone movie like a few years ago. I can't remember. I think Zach is playing the Texas Tornado. Is that Kevin? I think he's playing Kevin Von Erich. I'm pretty sure it's Kevin. But anyway, guys, Trading Places. This is brand new from Paramount. And it was good looking 4K. I thought the Scrooge 4K was better looking than this one, but I did see the new Ghostbusters trailer, and I'm freaking excited. I'm so excited. All right, guys, next up, we've got from Arrow Video, Witness, Harrison Ford. Now, listen, I need somebody in the chat to actually say that they're like me. I am a blue-collar Harrison Ford fan. I'm not saying that the Indiana Jones films are not that, but when I say I'm a blue-collar Harrison Ford fan, let me tell you the movies that come to mind. Clear and Present Danger. Patriot Games. Witness. Like, that's my Harrison Ford. You know, like, that's the kind of Harrison Ford films that, like, when you tell me Harrison Ford, that's what comes to mind to me. And my wife actually said, Christian, I was scrolling on Amazon, and she just happened to be looking at my phone, and she saw this, and she goes, oh, my dad loved that movie, Air Force One. And she says, Christian, my dad watched Witness all the time when I was a kid. You have to get that. That's a great movie. So this is actually a new release. Arrow has staked their claim. Air Force One. Yeah, of course, Air Force One. I apologize. I love Air Force One. The Fugitive. Hey, there you guys go. Awesome. You guys are killing it in the chat with the Harrison Ford titles. But I was so excited that I saw this. And the fact that Danny Glover is a villain, it sounds illegal. But you know, this is Arrow's year. It looks like they're really starting to get into some action stuff, which is great. So, it comes with a poster. And here's the reverse art on that title, Witness. So, yeah, over the moon about this. Can't wait. There it is, guys. That's brand new. And this, I've actually got a video on coming out tomorrow, guys. The Spanish Return of a Living Dead 3 release, Mortal Zombie. This I'm super excited about. Look at that. I did a video on this. If you're a patron, it's already available, but it'll be out tomorrow. Air Force One is so good. Air Force One is my favorite Die Hard movie. But yeah, this is cool, guys. Like I said, I got a full video on that coming out tomorrow. If you're a patron, it's already available. So there's that, guys. Those are some open releases. Now we're going to look at some stuff from MVD. I have Air Force One on 4K. Tommy Lee Jones. Dude, Tommy Lee Jones plays one of the greatest villains in Under Siege. Do you guys remember Under Siege? Under Siege, remember that scene? Is my mic cutting in and out? Is it really? Retro Ryan says my mic's cutting in and out. You guys let me know. Oh, crap. All right, here we go. All right, here's our stack of movies from MVD we're going to look at. It's good now? Okay. Hopefully nothing's wrong. All right, here we go. Okay, it might have been my internet flickered or something. You know how it is out here in Louisiana, guys. All right, guys, so let's see what we got here. All right, this is from these are from MVD, and this was put out from MVD Visual. Ernest Borgnine and George Hilton. This looks like an old Western. A Bullet for Sundown. A Bullet for Sandoval. I've heard of this movie. Remastered and restored in 4K from the original negative. Which this makes me ask you guys a question. I want to ask you guys a question. 4K scan Blu-rays, is that good enough for most of you guys, or do you prefer just 4K? If you're going to do a 4K scan, would you rather it be 4K or not? That's what I'd like to know. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But this says, a rebel soldier who leaves camp on the eve of battle and goes over to the border of Mexico to be with this lady when she gives birth to their child. When he arrives in the Sandoval hacienda, Warner finds that his fiancée has died in childbirth and that her father lusts only to kill him. 1970. Native 4K is best. George Hilton, Ernest Borgnine. On average, how much do you spend on physical media? Too much. I'm very irresponsible. I have no kids, and I'm very responsible. I will legit watch anything over 1080p. That's at I collect VHS. So there you go, guys. Thank you, Dave. You like my outfield cover. I appreciate that. It's got Spanish language with Los Desperados, commentary by Alex Cox, director and writer, an expert of spaghetti westerns, and director of Repo Man. All right, guys, so check that out. Let me see what kind of audio is on here. Dolby 5.1, I think. Well, there you go, guys. If you guys are into classic westerns, it's from 70. A Bullet for Sandoval. Hell yeah. Next up, we've got... Damn, when did this come out? Another classic. This is, again, from MVD Visual. I did look like old Biff on the cover, didn't it? Next up, we've got The Gamblers. Let's see who's in this one. I haven't heard of this one. Susie Kendall. Don Gordon. Kenneth Griffith. Stuart Margolin. The story was derived from an 1866 novel of the same name, written by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I can't even say his last name. Where the high stakes is the name of the game and the winner takes all. The story unfolds with professional card sharks teaming up in a luxury cruise liner, hoping to swindle a wealthy aristocrat out of his savings. As the plot thickens with all stakes high, the confident swindlers are met with some surprising twists and turns that will leave the audience shaking their head. I love movies like the Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. So anything that has to do with gambling and like heisting, dude, that's money. What's crazy though, this is rated G. But then again, like there was no R back then. I know that. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat real quick before we move on. You prefer 4K, Dolby Vision alone, no comparison. Christian, are you a Doctor Who fan? If so, who's your favorite Doctor? I've never seen Doctor Who. I have been recommended Doctor Who a number of times. I definitely need to get into on that Triggerpedia. Did you order the Maniac comic book set from Vinegar Syndrome? No, I did not. Keep the content coming. CHH is killing it this year. Dude, thank you. It's been a hell of a year. Been busy, but happy. Very busy and happy. Cannot complain. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Drop a like on the stream if you have not, by the way. I feel if you're going to do a 4K scan, why not drop it on 4K disc? You already got it with the fans. Why not just give us the full treatment? 4K scan Blu-rays do look great. Don't get me wrong, but they're not their best either. Are you a Western fan? I don't hear you talk about them much. CR, I'm slowly getting into Westerns. Over like the last year or so, I've been getting into them. Sorry, CHH, I was wondering average per month. Oh, dude, I couldn't even tell you. Probably an average per month. Honestly, it's probably sad. I would say somewhere from like 300 to 400 a month. I could be high on that, though. I just don't know. It depends month to month, man. It really does. 4K isn't necessary for everything. Yeah, that Scream Factory Amityville set's out of print. And yes, a G movie back then was PG-13. But there you go, guys. That is The Gamblers. Again, that's MVD Visual. All right. Ooh. The next up, this is from Unearthed Films. I'm so excited about getting stuff from Unearthed Films. This is from 1995. You know what? I think I remember this movie. Not the movie. I never saw it, but I swear to God, I remember seeing this on the VHS shelf. This is Mimi Rogers and Brian Brown. Full body massage. This sounds sexy. A film by Nicholas Roeg. Unearthed Classics. Somebody in the chat's had to have seen this. God, Mimi's hot. Mimi Rogers and Brian Crown sizzle in this highly provocative drama from acclaimed director Nicholas Roeg. A successful, weary art dealer, surprised to find that her regular massage just sent her a substitute, Flitch, to continue her weekly massage. I'm in. I'm in. Mimi is hot. Look at this woman. Oh, let me finish this. Fish therapy occurs while charged with sexual attention gain emotional significance as the opinionated pair first clash and then bond, relaying throughout meditations on intimacy and human relationships. Free to discuss her life, hopes and failures, Nina is liberated from her confused world, indulging in a strange erotic mysticism with her handy muse. Okay, so this was like... So, like, do you guys remember, wasn't it true, like, in the mid-90s, there was, like, a huge... Well, no, this is rated R. But wasn't there, like, a big NC-17 splash in the 90s? Like, Crash from David Cronenberg and stuff? I figured this would have been one of those movies, too. But this may be my first Unearthed Classics, full-body massage. She what? That's... Yes, because I just watched Ginger Snaps. That is her, isn't it? Son of a bitch. I'll be a son of a bitch. Mimi Rogers got Tom Cruise into Scientology? No, he didn't. Did he really? Or did she really? Okay, it's a 2K scan. It includes the TV version, still galleries, and trailers. Guys, this is from Unearthed Classics. So there you go. Full body massage. Now, so far, this has my attention. This has my attention. Damn. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Let's see what y'all are saying real quick. Brawl and Cell Block 99 is also a fantastic... Dude, Brawl and Cell Block 99 is one of the best movies I ever saw. And the fact that that was Vince Vaughn is illegal. It should not have been that good. Bone Tomahawk. Eli says, what's up, Garrett? Full body massage comes with the lube and collector's edition. Mel, how are you? Good to see you, Mel. Hope your Friday is going well. I remember the early 2000s was the boom of unrated cuts at Blockbuster. Yes, get ready. I'm telling you guys, not Bone Tomahawk, the Iron Claw is going to be the best movie you ever saw. I'm hoping for that full body massage Blu-ray as a stocking stuffer this year. Hell yeah, Shane. Dude, it looks awesome. Full body massage turned this into a Planet Dirty stream. All right, guys, let's keep going. What the hell is this? Okay, guys, so Visual Vengeance has become like the coolest label. We're actually going to open this one up and look inside. This is brand new from Visual Vengeance. This is The Wrong Door. Look at that artwork. All right, so let's see. Ted Farrell has lived for mysteries and drama his whole damn life. It actually did not say damn, I added that. While attending college, he proves to be a sound designer with a knack for audio thrillers, but his life is about to imitate his art. Fate places him at the doorstep of a beautiful young woman who will soon end up murdered and found in his car with no explanation. His night and his sanity quickly spiral out of control as he races to avoid becoming the next victim on the kill on the loose. A very rare regional horror thriller from the late 80s video store era, The Wrong Door enjoys its first time ever on disc with a brand new approved 2K HD transfer from the original Super 8 film elements. And it is loaded with bonus features. Loaded to the brim. Let's open this up. Like I said, guys, like Visual Vengeance, I wasn't too sure about them at first, but they've actually become like a really badass label. I think one of the guys that worked at Vinegar Syndrome kind of heads things over there. I forget the guy's name, but I see him on Twitter every now and again. All right, so here we go. The Wrong Door. They always have really cool artwork too in their releases. Oh, look at that. It's got a thing you can place on a door handle. And every release comes with stickers. It's actually pretty crazy. Hell of a label. I really love Visual Vengeance. And posters. That's cool artwork. Oh, it's probably less than that, Garrett, if I'm being honest. But, hey, you know what movie was awesome? Legitimately good that they put out? It was low budget, but it was disgusting. What was it called? Damn it! It is gory AF. I can't remember the name of it. I cannot remember the name of it. Anyway, guys, Visual Vengeance, region free, by the way, for those wondering. 1990 release. It's in full screen. Abomination. I loved Abomination. You ever watch flicks with a projector? I wish. What's a good place to buy posters that won't rip me off? Dude. Oh, what's up, Jess Graham? How are you, dude? Good to see you. I said this. Here's the truth. I actually said the same thing. Fight the Good Fight. I legitimately did. But the thing is, some SOV movies are actually good. Like, there was one with Linnea Quigley. It was like a priest movie. Again, I forget the name of it. I have it, though. I got to put all my Visual Vengeance stuff together. But some of them I've watched, I've actually enjoyed. You know? We got Tony in the house. Big Money Tony, how are you? Good to see you, Tony. God bless Tony. He's the Alf of the physical media community. And I mean that in the best way. He's just like, everybody loves Alf. Everybody loves Tony. Tony's a good dude. Next up, guys, I don't know what the hell this is, but it looks nuts. Go Nagi's Lion Girl, a Karundo Mitsutake motion picture. Oh my god, the back of this looks insane. Wait a minute. Is that Derek Mears? I think Derek Mears is in this. Okay, check this out. Heartland of Darkness. I can't remember. Thank you, guys. I cannot remember a damn thing tonight. Lion Girl. This looks nuts. In the year 20XX, mystery meteors bombard the Earth and usher in an age of horrific beasts known as Anarok, hunting and killing humans for their life force. The Earth has one last defender against them. Her name is Lion Girl. Oh, this just looks like the kind of stuff I love. I swear to God, that's Derek Mears. That is Derek Mears in this. You see, hey, look at that. Look at the chat. Fight the Good Fight. I'm telling you, Heartland of Darkness is good. And Abomination. You just have to wait for the reviews on some of that stuff. Which, granted, that's why I'm doing some of these shows, so where some of the stuff that I can come back and talk about, like Abomination, is good. This is also MVD visual, guys. Bo Nagi's Lion Girl. This just looks like an insane, like, sci-fi karate movie. Actually, I don't even know if it's that, but what the hell is that? What in God's name? But yeah, that's definitely Derek Mears. All right, guys, we got one more title. Oh, this looks like an old movie. Le Combat Dans Lily. Is this a 4K? No, this is a Blu-ray. All right, let me open this up. Did it say Derek Mears? It did say Derek Mears on the front. How are you doing space-wise? I'm running out of space, and I've had to stop buying too much physical media because of it. I always say I'm out of space, but somehow I just come in here one day, and I'm like, let me reorganize stuff, let me move stuff around, and somehow I have a lot more space every time. Now, I can't buy any more stuff like this. Actually, I didn't buy that. I didn't pay $1 for that. But my point is, like, I'm retired on busts. I'm retired on collecting Jason. I'm completely retired. I am officially retired. So like stuff like that and Chucky's, I am done. I can't do it anymore, guys. I've got video store standees, which we'll talk about that in a second. Let's get through this last title. Guys, I have never heard of this. I couldn't tell you anything about this. But this is from an interesting label that that MVD sent me. Oh, here's like a... Is this like a Obi strip? It's like an old school Obi strip. And let me reverse this so you can see the old school artwork on this. And I'm also wondering if this Romy Schneider is related to Roy Schneider. The combat Don's Lily. Wealthy son of an industrialist who lives a secret life as a right-wing terrorist. Okay. Didn't know we were going there. Double cross following an assassination attempt. He flees the countryside with his wife, Anne Romy Schneider, where they stay with his childhood friend. Clemens plots his revenge, but Anne falls for Paul in a love triangle is just one of many complications in this multi-layered discovery from the French New Wave. But the supportive producer Lou Mail, directing his debut, a noirish drama beautifully shot by cinematographer Pierre Lhomme, while echoing the political turmoil of the 1960s. You know what? My grandma would probably absolutely love a movie like this if she's not already seen it. I'll have to go talk to her about this. But this is Region A and B. This is from Radiance Films. This also got Dolby Audio. It's probably... Okay, it's a 2K scan. So there you go, guys. Le Combat dans Lille. Lille. You know, I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's the new pickups. Shout out to my people at MVD. The winner out of this stack for these new movies coming out, guys, and the one I'd probably say is going to be the biggest banger is definitely Full Body Massage with Mimi Rogers. You know? Anyway, thank you, MVD. Super excited to check out The Wrong Door. You guys are... That visual vengeance line is killing it. And Full Body Massage has my name just literally all over it. So... All right, guys. Like I said, this isn't going to be a super long show. We'll go for a little bit longer. I want to show you guys basically some of my coolest Elm Street props, okay? So, let me get with the chat real quick, and if there's anything you guys want to look at, I will get up. I can even move my camera with me if need be. Watch. I can literally pick my camera up and move it and aim it wherever I need to. So, you know, for me, what I love about Elm Street is for some reason during the winter time, like especially November, December, I get big into Elm Street again. Like something about Freddy makes me feel like Christmas. Maybe it's the sweater, you know. But we can look at some of my best props and things like that. And I can get up and move if you need me to show you stuff, guys, stuff. How about this? Let's show the first thing real quick. I think one of the coolest things I have is the video store displays. Do you guys want to see the Part 4 video store display? I can move it. Freddy phone, okay. CHH needs some company to make aftermarket reprinted custom standees. Let's start a business. Dude, are you kidding me? Don't get me started. All right, let's look at the standee. Let me get up and get the standee. By the way, is the music too loud? If the music's too loud, I will turn it down. If it's just nice in the background, I'll leave it where it's at. I think I had my headphones cranked up, so it shouldn't be loud at all. All right, let's look at the Freddy standee. Freddy vinyl, great idea. Okay, let's get the standee first. All right, guys, so here's the Freddy standee, and one of the things I've always loved about this standee is everything on here is covered with some bit of art. Obviously, you've got your shot of Freddy over the house, Nightmare 4, obviously, but down here you've got the kids. Now let me lower the camera so you can see it a little bit better. Well, let me pick up the camera. Oh, shit. Sorry. You see the kid? Oh, let me get that light off of it, for God's sakes. All right, you see those kids? Like, they got the kids down there in the front yard, which I always thought was really cool, starring Robert Englund. By that point, it looks like they really started making sure Robert was shown as the star in the series by putting his name down there and everything. This was a video store. This was a video store poster, or standee, not a theater standee. Because it's got media, home entertainment down there in the bottom left. You know. So that's it. Now I got this from a buddy who hooked me up with somebody that was getting into the market of selling those, but I was able to get to it before they actually hit eBay and stuff. So now, it ain't a CHH streams to hear. Oh shit. Let me show you guys something small but cool. This right here is not really a big deal. Shout out to my buddy Gabe who actually got this for me. I have the Laserdisc version, which is actually in a frame. But the thing that's so cool about the original release of A Nightmare on Elm Street 5 is that it's uncut. Now, I've got an uncut Part 5 Blu-ray. Now, let me show you guys that. Now, I know people are like, what do you mean it's uncut? All right. So the thing about Elm Street 5, and I would always try to tell people this, if you watch Elm Street 5 uncut, it'll go up a full star rating, in my opinion, if you actually see it uncut, because the uncut version is great. The gore sequences are really impressive, you know, and I just wish that they would have released this at least on DVD uncut. Now, I have a friend who has a friend who makes bootleg homebrew stuff, but he doesn't really sell it. I think the person that he is friends with isn't into the act of trying to sell it, because I think morally he just doesn't think it's a good idea. So he makes things every now and again for collectors like me. And this is, in fact, no judgment. I'm not saying I have a problem with people buying bootlegs. None at all. But this is an uncut A Nightmare on Elm Street 5 Blu-ray. And this is taken from the Laserdisc, upscaled 720p. And listen, I've watched this, and I'll be damned if it doesn't look good. I'm not even kidding. I'll be damned if this does not actually look good. Nightmare on Elm Street 5 Dream Child uncut, I think, is damn good. And I think if you look at the three from the late 80s, you look at Manhattan, Halloween 5, and Nightmare 5. The uncut version of 5 to me is the best out of those three movies. It just is. Now I know I'm biased, but that's how I feel. So those are two things that I love is my Part 5 uncuts. Let me put those up real quick. Check this out, guys. This is a Fangoria. This was gifted to me. This was a Fangoria magazine from 1987 that got signed in the 90s by Heather Langenkamp. How cool is that? I can see about that nuclear. I can talk to, maybe Brandon would know how to do that. I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. He may be able to help me figure that out. That way you can enjoy the film and uncut if you'd like it. But this is cool. And guys, I'm a big Fangoria fan. I've got old Fangos with Elm Street art on it all day long, and I love them. But we got 100 people in here. If you guys don't mind dropping a like, I'd really appreciate it. So, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Fangoria, autographed by Heather Langenkamp. And I agree, when they do release Dream Child, it needs to be on 4K. Needs to be, I mean, not 4K, uncut at least. I'll take a Blu-ray uncut. So that's cool, guys. CHH Lives Tombstone, absolutely. Look at that. How cool is that? Thank you again for that, Dave. I appreciate it, man. That thing's really cool. Now, if that was a Part 6 Jason, it would make even more sense. Can you show off the newest retro Freddy figure you got? Yeah, sure. All right, guys, so there's that. Now this I'm really excited about. I know, Johnny, you have the Part 5 standee. Now, guys, this I'm really excited about. I just got this. The Nightmare on Elm Street 1989 Freddy LJN figure. This thing is awesome. Now, I have almost everything on the back of here. I have, obviously, this figure now. I have the Freddy Squish'em, which right there it is. You see it right above my finger? That's the Freddy Squish'em. Now, I don't have the Pulverizem balls. I don't have that. So that's something I'd look into for sure. But the one I've always wanted is this. Now, I'm very torn. I want to open this up. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because this thing is big. It's heavy. I mean, look at it. It's a big figure. It's the size of my head. I want to open this up horribly bad. But then again, I mean, the fact that I have this in the box is remarkable. And I don't think it would be in my best interest to open up. That is a Toys R Us sticker. Let me see if I can get a shot of that for you guys. Toys R Us sticker right there. And all disclosure, I got this for $40, which I thought was very fair compared to the eBay prices. So I did a video maybe 3-4 months ago called Vintage Freddy Krueger toys. And this was something that I saw, and I even said, this is something I've been trying to get. So very happy to get this. Shout out to Chavez Music. So he went to this really cool vintage shop. And he saw this there, and I told him, grab that for me. I'll pay you for it. And he of course did that. So love this figure. It's one of my favorite figures in the collection now. They do go for that loose. I thought you put Part 5 in B tier in your ranking. It didn't change. I mean, objectively, you know, it's a rushed movie, Total Meltdown. There's no denying that. Do I love Part 5? Unabashedly. I'll watch it all the time. Puts the biggest smile on my face. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. But objectively, is it a B tier movie? I think it is. But that's fine, you know? I mean, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I love that. Let me put that up, guys. Now, this is something I think a lot of you guys are going to be like, whoa, I've never seen that before. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 audiobook. This is an audiobook. Can you believe that? Again, the beautiful fans out there of my channel reach out to me and say, "Hey man, this is just sitting in my closet. I see you're a big Freddy fan. Can we get this to you somehow?" We work out some trades and deals and things like that. And this, I was shocked because when this gentleman reached out to me, said, "Hey man, I'm gonna rip this so I can listen to it, and I'll send this to you." And I was like, okay, awesome. But I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, I have Part 5 on cassette, the soundtrack. I have the cassette. And he goes, no. This is the book. This is the movie. I said, what do you mean? He goes, it's like an audio book. I couldn't believe it. So here we go, guys. Let's take a look at this. Special Movie Tie-In Edition. Enhanced with special movie effects. Features the terrifying voice of Freddy Krueger. Now, I have been toying with ripping this myself and putting it on YouTube. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Oh, nice. You got it, Trickopedia? All right, so this is how this works. You open this up. Look at this. Look at that. So on the inside, you pop out your cassette tape. Look at the ring from this being in here. See that? The cassette ring? I try to be very, very careful with this. Here's the cassette tape. The Stephen King movies did get audiobooks. All right, Foz, I'm going to try to make it happen. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. You can even see the logo on the cassette. That's really cool. Shane wants to hear it too. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Simon and Schuster. You guys may remember that name, Simon and Schuster. It is in mint shape. It's very, 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 very good shape. Sometimes these have cool things on the inside. Oh, what is that? Order your audio bestseller today. Wow. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. That's something really cool. So that is the audiobook. I can smell the tape. And what's cool about this, I don't know if I got a good shot of this for you guys. This is behind the scenes photos. Look, that's Robert in the makeup chair, guys. That's not even like movie shots. That's Robert in the makeup chair. How about that? That's something else. All right, guys. Let's look at some more stuff from the Elm Street collection. If anybody has a recommendation from the Elm Street collection, please say it and I'll grab it. I want to give a big shout out to, she's like my baby sis now. Her name's Alexis. She got herself a new Freddy phone. And she gave me her old one. Now, this is something I always wanted. Being a big fan, obviously, of Elm Street. This was something I was super excited to get my hands on. So here is a Freddy phone. Now, what's cool about this... You know, look at that. The cord actually comes out through the bottom. You know, you get this, the tongue. Let's get a close-up shot on the detail of that. Ain't nothing like a Nightmare on Elm Street. Guys, tell me down below your favorite Elm Street movie. You know, it's Elm Street season. November, December is all about Elm Street for me. Look at the tongue. It's nasty. Now, the interesting thing about this is looking at the actual phone. You know, you've got this red fire button up there. I guess that was like a speed dial for the fire department. You got a blue shield for probably medical. A plus sign. I don't know what that's for. You got the flash button, the redial button, the MEM button, which I don't know what that means. You got the ringer volume. You can set it to off, low, or high. Program or mute. And then the dial is TI or DP. So there's actually a button right there, guys. And if you hit that button, it's going to play a quote from the movie. Let's see if you can hear it. Can y'all hear that? It's kind of low. Okay, I thought it said a few more things than that, but... So... The only thing about it is I try to display it like this because I don't want to set the tongue down in and mess up the latex. It's on there pretty good, but if I wanted to yank that off, I could. Obviously, I don't. So, very cool. It's even got things where I can mount this on the wall if I wanted to. But there are a number of people that make these still on Etsy and stuff. So if you're interested in this, you can find it on Etsy. That's also where you can find our You Need a Candles, or you can go right there to youneedacandles.com. Surprise, we have a Black Friday Jigsaw Saw the Billy the Puppet candle coming out for Thanksgiving Black Friday sale. Black Friday sale too. Everything's going to be on sale. New products will be on sale. New products, not restocks. New products will be on sale. All right, let me put that up. We'll look at a few more things. All right. I'm seeing a lot of love for Nightmare 3 in the chat. I'm seeing some love for 4. Any love for 2? Dream Master. Jamie, how are you? Freddy Phone is Choice. Favorite Nightmares, Dream Warriors. 2 is my favorite. There's Johnny with part 2. Dream Warriors. Nightmare 1. Nightmare 1. A new Nightmare. Mark, how are you, Mark? 4 is slowly becoming my favorite. That's awesome, Ian. 4 is all that and a bag of chips. Holiday Style says the OG. Dream Warriors. So, any books or comics or magazines? That we'll do that last. The boat guy. We'll do that last. How's that sound? 2 is definitely the scariest. Anyway. All right, guys. So this is one of my favorite items in my collection. Again, I have the greatest audience in the world. Shout out to my buddy Gabe who helped make this possible. And Ben Grimm, but I'm going to get to that. This has an amazing story. Let me see if I can scooch over. All right, guys, this is the Max FX Freddy. Why am I not focused? I feel like I should be focusing a little bit better. There we go. This is the Max FX Freddy Krueger. Now, this thing is the only of its kind. Now, if you look on the back here, you'll see a roster for different figures. You're going to see some for you're going to see a Dracula. You're going to see a Frankenstein right there. Obviously, Freddy, which is who this is. And you're also going to see Alien. Now, these, I think, had gotten licensed for this toy line. So, what is the Max FX Freddy? Well, the Max FX Freddy was created by an artist and sculptor and toy inventor named Mel Burnkrant. Now, the idea of this was actually kind of cool, guys, if you indulge me for just a second, because there's actually a really cool story here. I did a video on this if you want to check it out. So what the idea of this was Mel knew that kids loved horror movies, and obviously Freddy was an icon. In the late 80s, whoever was around during that time can probably tell you way better than I ever could, even though I've done countless hours of research and read books and stuff. Nothing was bigger than Freddy in the late 80s. He was the king. Even when Michael came back and Part 4 did modestly successful at the box office, Dream Master did 50-something million. It was incredible. Anyway, Mel said, okay, how can we actually market a Freddy toy for children? And he came up with the idea of making a character named Max, which is who this is right here. The idea is to have Max dress up as Freddy. That way kids understood it's not real. It's just a character. And that way parents can understand, their kids know that it's just make-believe. And it lets them feel like they're part of the movies where you can dress him up. So Max dresses up legitimately as Freddy. And this was put out by Matchbox. Now, this would have been a really cool idea, and God knows I would have loved to have had the Dracula and Frankenstein and Alien, especially. Look how intricate that is. Now, why didn't this happen? I'll tell you exactly why this didn't happen. So guys, so basically the interesting thing was Mel sold this idea to a company called Matchbox, who was trying to really get their name out there in the toy game back in the day. They got the license to do Elm Street toys. Now, much to Mel's chagrin, when he got the license deal to do this Max FX line, Matchbox had already put this out before him realizing it. The talking Freddy Krueger doll. Now, in the late 80s, when this came out, there was ads in the paper, there was boycotts, and this stuff was getting pulled from shelves. There was uproars from parents that there was a talking Freddy doll marketed for kids. Now, today, this seems harmless, and the irony is, less than 10 years later in the mid-90s, Spencer's Gifts did another version of this, an updated version of this. But back in the day, in '89, this caused quite a stir. Mine still works. The pull string works, but I've really tried to not pull them out as much anymore and try to keep them intact with this box. My box is in rough shape. It's held its shape, luckily, still, but you can see some wear right there. So long story short, the release of this figure killed any and all momentum that the Max FX line had and basically stopped it at a halt. So the only Max FX Freddy toy that came out, guys, was Freddy. That was it. They never did Dracula. They never did Frankenstein. It killed it. Again, I've got a Toys R Us sticker right here. The price is faded, but it looks like it was $24.99. $24.99. I can still see it. The legs do bend. It is a fairly posable figure. The gloves, the blades are very, very short on that. So. Now, guys, here is an actual... Ben Grimm hooked me up with one. The box was destroyed on his, so I was like, this would be perfect. I can actually set him up. So this is the Max FX Freddy set up. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There he is. It's actually a pretty good looking figure. His other hand fell off. But that's pretty cool. So that's what the Max FX Freddy looks like when you take him out and you set him up. Let me find the glove real quick. All right, here it is. So here's the glove. So there's what he looks like completely set. It's actually not a bad looking figure. And it's actually a new Nightmare sweater. They put a new Nightmare sweater on him. All right, guys, let's look at a couple more things. All right, so this is something I want to show you guys. Unfortunately, when I ordered this, the box was supposed to be in good shape, but the UPS people destroyed it. Here is the 1989 Freddy Fright Squirter. Now, this was put out by Entertech. All right. Now, what I like about it was the packaging more than anything. Look at the top. The Freddy Fright Squirter. It's purple bricked. Now, this I will open up. Yes, please drop a like on the show if you don't mind. Now, the beauty of this one is how good of a condition it's in. Now, this one should focus pretty easy because it's so big. There we go. Now, the way this works is he has a reservoir in his head. You pop this off. You see that? You pop that off and you fill it up with water. And on the inside of Freddy is, you see that little, like, bean-looking thing? You squeeze that. So right here, you'd squeeze that thing. And then the water would shoot right out of his mouth. So you'd fill him up with water. I did a video on this where I actually filled him up with water. And then you just puff him. And he'd shoot out a bunch of water at it. But the thing that kills me about this, guys, is look at the design on it. Look at the face design. Like, the sculpt on it is amazing. I'll be damned. A little cross-eyed, but that's okay. So, that is really cool. Let me put that up and we'll look at one more cool thing. Oh no! Cuddly Joe fell. All right, guys, hold on. All right. Last but not least is my David Miller Baby Freddy. Now, this is a little Nightmare on Elm Street hat I gave him. I'll take it off for the time being. This is my pride and joy. This is my favorite prop in my horror collection. Now, when I say David Miller, if that doesn't ring a bell, he worked on the original. He created the makeup for Freddy. He would return in Nightmare 5 after a 4-movie leave of absence. This thing's very heavy. This is the actual maker who designed this and sells these on eBay from time to time. Okay? That is an umbilical cord. Don't be nasty, y'all. It's very painful to look at. Holiday styles. The detail is not spared in any capacity. Look how brutal that looks. You can see the spinal cord shift to the side. Now, if you watch the movie and you look at this, you're going to say to yourself, no, that's the exact one. And it is. This is not the one used from the film, but this is from David. So it's going to look identical. It's very, very heavy. So my arm's actually killing me. But it's one of my favorite props of all time. So let me put him up. Ooh. This is actually the certificate of authenticity. David Miller Creations, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Copyright from 2010. So there you go. That lets you know it's real. So, guys, that are some of my Elm Street props. So let me ask you guys, between Baby Freddy or Jason Takes Manhattan, what's the best prop in the room? Because obviously it's probably down to those two now. Is it Baby Freddy or is it Jason Takes Manhattan? I'll await your answers in the chat. While we do that, let's run through the new titles that are out from MVD Visual, as well as their partner labels. A Bullet for Sandoval coming out very soon. We've also got the Gamblers. Got the Gamblers. The Wrong Door, the newest one from Visual Vengeance. Again, this label is so awesome. You get all your bang for your buck with all kinds of extras that they give you. Go Nagi's Lion Girl. This looks insane. And the fact that Derek Mears is in this, I can't. Le Combat Don's Lily. Leo, I think is how you say it. This is a classic 60s film. I gotta find out if that Romy Schneider is related to Roy Schneider. And last but not least, the one I'm so excited to watch, Full Body Massage with Mimi Rogers. Again, that looks incredible. So that's coming soon from MVD. Actually, that's coming soon from Unearthed Classics. Great label. Baby Freddy. Let's see. Manhattan. I need Kid Jason. Yeah. Jason, Baby Freddy. Jason, Baby Freddy. Jason. No, Foz, that's something I'd still love to have. I don't have that one. Baby Freddy, Manhattan, Baby Freddy, Cuddly Joe. Jason, Baby Freddy, Baby. Thanks, Justin. I'll have to look it up now. Baby Freddy Takes Manhattan. Jason Has a Presence. It's pretty tied, so you guys agree that they're both pretty incredible props. So, Let me pull this up really quick for you guys. By the way, go to my YouTube channel that I just dropped today. When you get done with the stream, go to my channel, look up the video I just did of the Jason Takes Manhattan bust. I do like the baby Freddy the most still. But this is it. I actually got the poster hawk on him, which I thought was a nice touch. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Go check out the video I did on him, guys. That's Jason for you. All right, guys. I had fun tonight. I want to shout out MVD Visual, and as well as their partner labels like Unearthed Classics. Guys, check this out. I really recommend. If you're going to pick up anything from this stack, I think it's going to be Full Body Massage is the one. I really think so. And again, I'm digging Visual Vengeance and stuff. I think their stuff is just killer. Their releases are always packed with extras. They're so cool. This video drops tomorrow, Mortal Zombie. So, again, if you're a patron, it's already available. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Again, not going to be a very long stream. If you don't mind, really quick, if you're watching this, please drop a like on the show. Mimi's Boobs one. I cannot wait to watch Full Body Massage. I think I'm going to get on the treadmill. I was going to go outside and run. I think I'm just going to go on the treadmill in the living room and watch Full Body Massage while I do that. So drop a like on the stream, guys. I'd really appreciate it before you go. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be working, so it's really not a weekend for me, but that's fine. You know, I work every other weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. It's getting cold out there. Be careful. I'm not trying to sound like a parent, but, you know, please stay protected when you go out there. Be overdressed. I'd rather you be hot and not get sick than just get sick. It's going to get wild out there soon, guys. I think it's going to be a pretty brutal winter this year, so please be safe. You guys know where to find me on Instagram and things like that. I don't really use Twitter. I post my show links on there, but I don't use Twitter really. So if you want to get in contact with me, you get in contact with me on Instagram. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I want you to have a great weekend. Watch some Elm Street for me, and I will see you guys very soon. God bless. Take care. Good night, y'all.